Hey Annie, look who's here.
Oh, hey, hi, how are you? Welcome to today's installment of Fitness Fridays. Thanks for joining us. We are here at our favorite place, one of our favorite places. We have lots, but this is Fort Williams, the home of the Portland Headlight. You can see behind me. This is one of our favorite places to come and walk and play and move because it has obviously some spectacular views. Tim, why don't you just kind of give them a little panoramic so that they can see what's going on in this place. There are beautiful walking trails right down there by the water, close to the water, and then up here, obviously we're on a walking trail a little bit further away. There are also places here that you can just play and move. As Tim comes around this beautiful space, you're going to see an American flag, and that is up on a hill with a beautiful space where people fly kites. There's also some tennis courts, lots of picnic tables, lots of places to kind of walk around and see, and of course the beautiful lighthouse as well. So it has spectacular views and water walking places, and what we want to do today is introduce you to our Walkabout workouts. So the Walkabout workout is a workout that we do walking somewhere and using taking some different exercises at different spots as we go. So what we're going to do today is we're going to introduce you to, Tim is going to introduce you to 3 brand new movement warm-ups, some prehab movement prep, and then also 5 different body weight stations that can be done, you know, along your walk, which will be, I think, a lot of fun. So, Tim, you ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
So let's go over towards the picnic table, Annie. And we're going to do, as Annie said, 3 new movement prep activities. The first one that we're going to have you do is you're going to do the Tin Soldier or March. So
what's my favorite?
So what Annie's going to do is she's going to just walk, and basically you're lifting one leg up, trying to touch your hands. She's alternating. I'm going to have her do 2 hands now out, and she's just going to walk towards us a little bit, okay, and stop. So that's really good for the hamstring. So it's called a Tin Soldier or a March. The next one, we're going to actually use the picnic table for a little bit of support. What she's going to do is what we call a step back lunge. So what she's going to do is reach down, step back. She's going to lift her hand up, hold that position for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then she'll step forward again, step back. We alternate legs, alternate hands, step forward. So again, this can be a little difficult, so we like to use something to hold on, and here she is. Annie's got lots of flexibility. This really opens up the chest, the hip flexor. She's doing it with 2 hands. The last one Annie's going to do is a side reach to an overhead press. So I'm going to have Annie come in front a little bit more so we can see that spectacular lighthouse in the back. And she's going to step, why don't you turn to the side, Annie, first. So she's going to step to the side, reach her hands down, and then she's going to drive her hands overhead as she steps back up. Side reach, she's going to alternate legs and step up. So this really is helpful for balance, coordination. It really loosens up what we call the groin, or the adductor that gets nice and tight because we do a lot of sitting and stuff. Annie, why don't you face us so we can see it? So she'll step to the side, reach up, and the ultimate goal is to try to touch your toes and then stand all the way up. The modification is we would start right at the knees, so just go to the knees, Annie, and then drive all the way up. So you can see the difference. It's just the leverage is increased, and it makes it harder. All right, so that completes our 3 new movement prep activities. You can do those, or you can do some of the other ones that we introduced you. Now we're going to introduce you to 5 movements that we do. Let me just mention what normally happens is we walk for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we come to a station, and then we'll do one of these activities. All right, so you don't do all 5 of these activities, although I suppose you could, but we don't do that. We normally walk, and then we'll do these activities. So the first one is something called a get up. So I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Basically, this is very functional. We all have to get up out of chairs. So this is a get up. And if you'll notice, We call these get-ups, but really what Annie's doing is a squat, right? You can see it. She's squatting down and then driving up. We're going to slow her down just a little bit, pause, and then stand. What happens, Annie, if we pause and then stand? Is it easier or harder?
It's harder because we lose the momentum.
Right.
So if I were to just kind of rock,
right,
there's less actual muscle work.
Correct. So we want you to really pause and then stand nice and tall. Pause and stand nice and tall. So these are just called get-ups, and Annie's making it a little bit more difficult by moving her hands about, by having a prisoner get up, and now she wants to make it even harder. She'll put her hands straight up over her head. And there's a lot of core work going on. There's tremendous amount of work being done here. So we love these. These are get-ups. Everybody does these, right, Annie?
Yeah, you have to, right? It's functional. We have to continue to get up, so it's a real important one.
So even your 90-year-old clients are doing get-ups, right? And everybody loves them. The next one is, we've done push-ups before, so Annie's going to start doing a push-up on the bench. So she's just going to do 5 push-ups. And again, the modification, everybody does push-ups. All our clients, regardless of their age, do push-ups, all right? So now she's going to add something called what we call a T-turn. So push-up down, and then she lets go and turns. Holds at the top, pushes down. Just turn towards me, Annie. We'll do just one side. Go ahead, push up and turn. One more. And let's show it the other side now. So it's a push-up, down, pause, and turn. So a lot of shoulder stability, some tremendous amount of core work. Again, you can see she's opening up that hip. Remember, we talked about that. As we age, we lose hip flexibility and mobility. Same in the shoulders. So there's all sorts of stuff going on here. To progress would be we just do it on the ground, which we're not going to have Annie do. Okay, so that's a push-up with a T-stab. The next one is something called step up. So we're going to pan over here too. We have some rocks. So Annie is going to, why don't you do a side one, Annie? And so she's going to you're just going to see her step up on the rocks. She'll step off and she'll step up. And you can do 1 foot, you can do 2 feet. Okay, so let's have you just do regular step ups where you're stepping up, up. So again, you can see her, and I'm going to zoom in on her feet. All she's doing is finding something to step up. And stepping off. And this is, Annie, where does this really work? And why might that be important?
The muscle groups, are you asking?
You got it, yes.
Okay, just checking to clarify, a little communication. So I'm working my glutes, my hamstrings, and my quadriceps. And this is good because we want to be able to move up and down steps, correct? So, and by utilizing, getting strength in the legs, it increases our mobility, increases our strength, to do our daily life, to do our functional, the things that we do all the time. I call, sometimes we just have to pick something up off the floor. This is helpful for that, right?
And it also, what happens is we sit on our fanny all day long, so we like to call that lazy butt. Our butt gets lazy. And again, one of the keys to back health is this idea about the hamstrings and the glutes firing together and stuff like that. And we have a side version of it that Annie's done, and then what we call up, up, or front to back. Okay, we're going to finish with something called a calf raise. So while we have Annie come back to the table, and I'll spin around a little bit, and we're going to zero in on her feet a little bit. And so what she's going to do is just going to, you can see her feet going up and then going down, going up and going down, holding it. Okay, so that's double calf raise. How about a single one, Annie? So it's the same thing. Now this is a little bit harder because she's working on one calf. And again, this works balance, coordination. You might have to hold onto a table, right? So you can see one side's a little bit stronger than the other one. All right, so I'm going to pan back out for a second. And the last one we're not actually going to do, but Annie's going to tell you what do we finish up with.
Well, what we usually do is we find a hill of some sort, and as you can tell, there's a couple of hills. There's a walking path right below us, and there's a nice grade hill that comes right up towards that lighthouse. So we'll usually finish with a couple of hill walks to get the heart rate up and just kind of drive through, use our arms and pump up. So we usually finish with a couple of hills. The other thing that you can do with this is sometimes what we'll do is just take a tube, elastic tube with handles. light to carry, easy to carry. You can put it, like wear it like around your neck like a scarf. And we stop at different stations and do the same thing, because we can utilize trees or flagpoles to anchor the tubing. So our favorites are a step and press, which is, works the chest. We also do a pull back, a back pull, step pull back, so that works the back. And then we like 10-2 turns, which is a core exercise. So those are 3 of our favorites, and there's many more. You might see them at some point here through the summer. So that is it for our walkabout workout today, and I hope that you enjoyed this. This is one of my favorites because you can do it anywhere, and that's what we love so much about it. You can find nature anywhere to utilize as a prop for different types of stations and exercises. Go ahead.
Annie, if you wanted to get some more information to develop your own play, exercise, and movement with more joy, what should people go and do?
They should email us directly at Annie@shapingperspectives.com, or you can message us right here on the Facebook page or through the email. If you get our emails, you're on our emailing list, you're getting this via email, and you want to contact us right away so that we can actually, Tim will create a movement protocol for you.
What about any additional resources that you have?
We have some great resources. I think you know that at shapingperspectives.thinkific.com. And what I can do, we've got some people coming around walking on this path, which is gorgeous. So I'm just going to move just a little bit. But you can come on through. But it's shaping-perspectives.thinkific.com. And on that particular site, you'll see all of our different classes. But one of our favorites is the Walk and Release the Weight program. And this is part of that, right? This is a little chunk of that, but there's so many more things involved in that. So that's on that particular platform as well. We've got lots of classes, learning, some free. So go on over to the Thinkific platform and check that out, our On Learning Cafe.
And so we'll see you next week, right?
Next Friday. Wow, look at that. So have a great day.